Namaste. Today we're going to be doing yoga, which is going to be very gentle on the body, relaxing. You can do it in the morning, afternoon, evening, anytime you feel like you have sore muscles. Just follow along with the poses here. All right. Whenever you're ready, find a comfortable seat on the mat, keeping a straight spine, and gently close your eyes. Bring your hands in the form of a prayer in front of your heart. Bow your chin towards your chest. Let's begin with a sense of gratitude for being here in this moment right now. Start making yourself aware of the sounds around you, of anything in the space that connects with you. Maybe the temperature on the skin, maybe the wind if you're outdoors. And then, with this sense of mindfulness and gratitude, keeping your eyes closed, bring your chin away from your chest if you had your head bowed down, and then take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more time, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, slowly and gently open your eyes and breathe in. Lift your hands up, look up towards your thumbs, and then make a big, wide circle with your arms and bring them behind you. Breathe in, lift your chest up, breathe out, bow forward. You don't have to go all the way down, just gently bow forward, stretching the hands behind you. That's going to help open up the shoulders. Release the clasp of your fingers and then bring them back onto your lap. We're going to do this couple of more times. Bring your hands to a prayer, breathe in. Lift your hands up, breathe out. Bring your hands wide and behind you. Interlace your fingers, stretch, look up towards the sky or the ceiling. And then bow forward. This time maybe going a little more forward and down. Maybe your forehead touches the mat or the floor. Breathe in and then lift your chest up and bring your hands on your lap. One more time. Hands to heart. Lift your chest up. Breathe in, look up, bringing your hands up above your head. Breathe out. Bring your hands wide and behind you. Stretch them out, look up, and then drop your head down and bring your hands up behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then gently bring your hands on your lap. And then let's bring our legs to one side and hands to the opposite side and push the mat away with the force of your palms looking up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out. Just a little bit of a twist to open up our lateral muscles, our upper body. Breathe in, breathe out. And then release gently from the twist. And let's follow along with a counter twist. So just bring both your hands on top of the opposite leg and then just make a gentle bow down. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Now we're just going to do that on the opposite side. So bring your legs to the other side and hands behind you. Push the mat or the floor away, lifting your chest up first. Breathe in and then drop your head back to look up towards the ceiling. Then slowly breathe out and release from the twist. And you can bring both hands to the opposite leg Bow your head a little bit just for that counter twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now we're just going to bring both our feet together to touch, opening the knees wide. Just flap your knees up and down like the wings of a butterfly, gently to open up the inner thighs. And then now let's find some stillness. Lift your chest up, look up, breathe in, bow your head forward and down. And you can just open up your knees wide and down, breathing in, breathing out. And slowly lift your chest up, close your knees like a book, and then you're going to bring your legs to one side and find a tabletop position. In the tabletop position, you're just going to keep a straight spine parallel to the mat. And let's find that sense of grounding, being mindful of how our body feels in this moment. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to do some cat-cow poses just to open up our body a little bit. Drop your belly button down, look up, breathe in, round your spine, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, look up, breathe out, round your spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Then come back to a neutral tabletop position. Let's touch our big toes together in the back and then bring your knees as wide as the mat. Set your seat back on your heels, bringing your hands all the way forward and down. You're going to find child's pose. Let your entire body melt down to the earth as you find this deep relaxation in child's pose. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then slowly lift your head up and come back to a tabletop position, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Beautiful. Bring your palms distance forward. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees a little bit, about 2 inches above your mat, and then slowly lift your hips up, finding downward facing dog. You can just adjust yourself to see what feels best for you in downward facing dog today. Maybe your feet are slightly closer to your hands to lift to bring those hips further up. If you want to bend your knees slightly, you can do so also. Wherever you are, let's connect with this pose a little more. Maybe close your eyes, feel the sensations in your body. If you want to keep your eyes open, bring your gaze between your big toes to the back of your space. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly roll forward to a plank pose. Straight spine, and then gently with control bend your elbows, go all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, lift your chest up, breathe in, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. As you breathe in, come forward to a plank pose. Breathe out, bend your elbows, go all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, lift your chest up slightly. Breathe in, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Just pedal your feet, dropping your heel one at a time. This allows you to open your hips, the back of your legs. Just release all of those tensions in your legs. And then let's find some stillness. Settle into downward facing dog. Now breathe in, lift your right leg up. Three-legged dog, breathe out, bend your knee, bring it all the way forward, drop it between your palms, and then drop your back knee down, untuck your toes. Right away, circle your arms up and then open up to a low lunge twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Gently circle your arms back and then right away lift your hands up, breathing in. Crescent lunge pose, Anjaneyasana. Breathe out. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers like we did at the start. Look up towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, release your hands and then bring them around your right foot. Beautiful. We're going to walk our palms towards the hips and then find runner's lunge. So straighten your front leg. Come on to your right heel, pointing your right toes up towards the ceiling or the sky. Drop your head down. Feel that opening in your right hamstring. Breathe in, breathe out. And beautiful. Bring your hands forward again for that low lunge. And we're going to use our right palm to open up the right knee to the right. Just finding that opening in the right leg helps us stretch the right hip and also find a little bit of a deepened stretch in the right inner thigh. Look above your right shoulder towards the back of your space. Breathe in, breathe out. And then gently bring that knee towards the center. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step back, downward facing dog. Now roll forward to a plank pose. Breathe in, bend your elbows, go all the way down to the mat. Lift your chest up, breathe in, baby cobra pose, tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up, downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up this time, three-legged dog, breathe in, bend your knee, bring it all the way forward between your palms. Drop your left foot in between them and then bring your right knee down and tuck your toes. And right away, circle your arms out to open up into a T shape on the left side. Make sure that your arms are in a straight line. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, circle them back down to frame your left foot. And then breathe in, lift your hands up. Find crescent lunge pose or Anjaneyasana. You can go as deep as you like. So maybe sink your hips down a little further if you want to open up the front of your right hip. Circle your arms behind you. Let's find that opening with our shoulders by interlacing the fingers behind our back. Breathe in, look up, and as you breathe out, release the clasp of your fingers and then frame your left foot with your palms. Straighten your left leg, bring your palms towards your hips and come onto your left heel to find runner's lunge. Again, find that opening in the back of your left leg, your left hamstring, the left hip. Breathe in and breathe out. And then gently walk your hands forward again, finding that low lunge. And this time bring your left palm on top of your left knee, opening up towards the left side. So push the knee out as you come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Keep your gaze towards the back of your space just above your left shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Now gently bring that knee back to the center, finding that low lunge again. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and step back, downward facing dog. Let's drop our knees down as wide as the mat and then find child's pose. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Set your seat back to your heels. And then find that beautiful relaxing child's pose. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly lift your head up and find downward facing dog again. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. We're going to take a slow walk to the top of the mat, one step at a time, keeping your feet about hips width distance. Fold over your legs. Let your hands hang heavy and just find this very relaxing forward fold with your body. And then breathe in. Lift your hands up. High prayer. Hands to your heart. Hands by your side. Mountain pose or Tadasana. Let's find some stillness in mountain pose. Keep your hands away from your body a little bit, opening up the shoulders, keeping your gaze to a point in front of you. Breathe in, lift your hands up. Breathe out, fold over your legs. And then step your right foot back. Breathe in, lift your head up. And then step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank pose. Go halfway or all the way down. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Baby cobra or full cobra pose. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips up, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, breathe in, bend your knee, bring your foot all the way forward, lift your chest up, breathe in, and then bring your left foot forward, meeting your right, fold over your legs. Hands go all the way up, breathe in, and then slowly breathe out, bringing your body down, forward fold. Step your left foot back, breathe in, lift your chest up, breathe out, and then step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Roll forward to a plank pose. Go halfway or all the way down. Lift your chest up, baby cobra or full cobra pose. Lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up, breathe in. Bring it all the way forward, low lunge. Breathe out. Lift your chest up, breathe in. Bring your right foot to meet the left. Breathe out. Fold over your legs. Gently rise up, lifting your hands all the way up, breathe in. Hands to heart, hands by your side. Mountain pose or Tadasana. Beautiful. We're just going to turn to each other and face the long edge of the mat now. And you're going to bring your feet um, a little wider than the hips, like creating this big wide stance. And then open up your arms, breathe in, breathe out. And then turn your right toes Bend your right knee, opening up your arms, warrior two. Breathe in, straighten your right leg, lift your arms up, flying warrior. Breathe out, warrior two. Breathe in, flying warrior. Breathe out, warrior two. And then tip back for peaceful warrior. Breathe in and stay here for a couple of breaths. Just feeling this sense of grounding with your feet. And then come back to warrior two. Breathe out and bring your hands to your hips. Straighten your right leg and rotate your right foot so both the toes, both the feet are parallel to each other. Lift your chest up, drop your head back, breathe in, and then come back to the center. And then slowly bring your hands out to a T shape and turn your left foot to the left now and then bend your left knee, opening up your arms to find Virabhadrasana, warrior two. Keep your gaze to a point in front of you, just over your left fingertips. Breathe in, straighten your left leg, lift your hands up, flying warrior. Rebend your left knee, warrior two. Straighten your left leg, lift your hands up, flying warrior. Rebend your left knee, warrior two. And then tip back, peaceful warrior. And again, let's stay here for a couple of breaths, just feeling that sense of grounding with our feet and that opening on the side body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back to warrior two. You're gonna straighten that left leg, hands to hips, and turn both feet parallel with each other. And this time, let's open up our shoulders so our elbows are kind of getting closer to each other in the back, and drop your head back. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, tip forward with your head, and then just release your hands down to the ground, finding that wide-legged forward fold. Beautiful. Let this pose be super relaxing for you. If you find any part of your body working too hard, make some adjustments that help you feel more relaxed in this pose. Beautiful. Staying in this forward fold with our wide legs, we're just gonna bend one knee and the other, doesn't matter which one. Just gonna gently move from one side to the other, bending our knee one at a time. Beautiful. And come back to stillness. Now breathe in, lift your hands up, hands to heart, and then hands to your hips, and bring your feet together to touch. We're gonna now come to sit down and face one side of the mat and keep a straight spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Now bring your legs out to the front, and we're going to find Dandasana or stick pose. So bring your palms outside of your hips and then push the mat away, lifting your chest up. You might want to look up towards the ceiling just to assist you in this opening of the chest. And then once you find that opening with the chest, bring your head back down to just look at the front of your space. So keep that straight spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Now keeping this position with your upper body, we're just going to lift our hands up, breathe in, and then find Paschimottanasana or seated forward fold. So grab a hold of your feet, just release your head on top of your long legs. You can have a slight bend in the knee if that feels comfortable for you today. Just go as far as you'd like, depending on how you feel with your body. Breathe in, breathe out. maybe you just bring your forehead closer to your knees as you wrap your palms around your feet. Breathe in, breathe out, and then gently lift your head up. And we're just gonna scoot forward and slowly roll onto your back. And let your knees point straight up towards the ceiling. And once you find a flat back and knees pointing up, relax your body first. And then slowly lift your hips up for bridge pose. If you find it comfortable, bring your shoulder blades in towards each other and then interlace your fingers to open up the chest a little more, inviting that space in the front body. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, we're going to gently release our hips down to the mat and maybe bring our shoulder blades away from each other. Beautiful. Now let's move our knees from side to side, dropping them to each side like windshield wipers. Do that a few times, and then once they fall over to the right, you're just going to find a supine twist. Release your right hand to the opposite side, and then just find this beautiful opening with the body. Breathe in, breathe out. And gently bring your knees up and then let them fall over to the opposite side. And find that supine twist, opening up your body. Beautiful. Then come back to the center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big hug for showing up on the mat, for doing all of these beautiful poses, being kind to yourself. Grab a hold of your feet, find happy baby pose, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're just gonna make small movements that feel nice for your body right now, and then gently release your legs down and your hands by your side, finding Shavasana or final resting pose. Really relax your entire body down to the mat. Relax your eyelids, unclench your jaw, relax your forehead. Be present with your body, but then at the same time, gently start relaxing each part of your body. Your head, face, neck, shoulders, hands, chest, hips, waist, knees, thighs, everything, legs, feet, fingers, fingertips, toes, tips of your toes. And then once you find this relaxed state of mind and body, stay in this for a few breaths. Maybe start deepening your breath. And whenever you feel ready, you're gonna start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and interlace your fingers. Take that deep morning stretch, and then gently bend both knees. Turn to face one side, keeping your eyes closed still. And then, with the help of your palm, push yourself up to a seated cross legged position. Still keeping your eyes closed, bring a prayer with your hands, bow your chin towards your chest. Let's reconnect with that intention of gratitude. Fill your heart with gratitude for everything there is and everything that is to come. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat, and I thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. Namaste.